Today we're getting into the latest Tesla news, including Tesla possibly getting into electric aircrafts, V4 supercharging coming soon, new FSD Beta details, a few Cybertruck leaks, and more, so let's get into it. First up today, let's talk about Teslas and their designs. Teslas are designed with large center displays that control most functions on screen, and a big part of it comes with connectivity over LTE or Wi-Fi when at home to stream and receive updates. This aspect always scares people because they think about iPhones and how they can sort of become too slow to use after just a few years, and we don't want the same thing happening with our expensive cars. Recently, Tesla had an issue with what they call MCU1 on the original Model S, and it was enough of an issue that they have issued a full recall to upgrade all owners to MCU2. It's their entertainment system and what controls everything on screen. All new Teslas include Lte Connectivity, but prior to June of 2015, they only included 3G. Now it is being reported that due to a recent phase-out of older cell networks, all Model S's built before 2015 and still on MCU1 will not be able to have connectivity. According to Sawyer Merritt, quote, "A source has informed me that due to AT&T shutting down its 3G network by February 2022, Model S's without an LTE-capable modem will lose connectivity features unless connected to Wi-Fi. However, Tesla will offer retrofits for $200. Affected vehicles are pre-June 2015. It's actually unclear if this retrofit is only for the LTE chip or not, and if it will even be required since Tesla has already issued the recall to upgrade owners to MCU2, which probably includes this LTE chip. In any case, this is a good example of Tesla losing a key feature due to technology moving on. 3G is being phased out, so the Model S from 6 years ago can no longer connect. However, you can upgrade this, and the fact that Tesla offers a retrofit will allow your vehicle to continue operating for much longer. I do think there will be a time when Tesla needs to upgrade the internal computer on the Model 3 and Y, and will end up bringing features on those upgraded cars that the older ones cannot receive. But we're still far away from that, and so far Tesla has been able to upgrade past owners to the latest features. A 2015 Model S can easily have the same computer as one from last year, either through a recall or an upgrade. Next up, I've reported in the last few videos that Tesla has added the Hepa filter on the Model Y in all markets. This feature enables what they call bioweapon defense mode, and it's a great feature that many owners have wanted in this car. It was confirmed by various sources, but now it has officially shown up on the Tesla website. Under interior features, Tesla has now added, quote, Hepa air filtration system to the list when you go to configure one in the US or Canada. So it is now official that if you order a Model Y today in any market, you will receive this updated Hepa filter in your car. If you purchased before this, Tesla will reportedly be offering retrofits in the future through the Tesla shop, and it will require a service appointment. The timeline is unclear on when this will come or how much this retrofit will cost, but it's definitely a feature many would get excited to have on their Model Y. Now, one feature that we've been waiting on for a while now is the full self-driving subscription. Elon has talked about it for some time, and it would be an alternate option to buying the $10,000 full self-driving package. Currently, that package costs that much, stays with your vehicle, and usually isn't factored into a trade-in, so it can be a bit of a loss. The benefit is that you're locked into that price no matter what features Tesla can bring in the future. If Level 5 Autonomy comes, you're locked into $10,000 that you already paid on that particular car. But if you want to upgrade, you'll have to buy again at whatever new price is offered. Now the full self-driving subscription has officially launched, and it's officially costing $199 per month. If you already have enhanced Autopilot, it will cost $99 per month. I think that this subscription will be a great option, and the option I would go for if I wanted this in the future on a Tesla. There are definitely downsides though, like the fact that you never actually own it, and you're subject to whatever price increases happen over time. But currently, if you subscribe, you can move to a new vehicle, and it would take around 4 years at $200 before you've paid a full $10,000 for the subscription. Right now, however, I'm unsure who will subscribe to this full time. The features currently aren't worth $200 to me, and I have the package on my Model Y. However, Tesla will let you cancel at any time, which means that you could subscribe for 1 month, try it out or use it on a long road trip, and then cancel the next month. For many customers, I think this will be a great option to add auto lane change when driving thousands of miles. It appears that if you subscribe and have an older version of hardware, Tesla may be charging $1,500 for that hardware hardware upgrade, which is unfortunate to see, but we can get into that more in another video. Next, let's talk about the latest for the Cybertruck. Details from Tesla have been slim since the original announcement, but there have been a number of rumors and leaks that have shown us quite a bit more into this vehicle once it finally ships. This week, Elon responded to a few tweets giving us some more information about the Cybertruck, including how successful it may be. The design of the Cybertruck is stark and unlike any other vehicle or truck produced, and many feel that the design is too much for it to succeed. In response to an article calling the Cybertruck Tesla's first flop, Elon said, quote, "To be frank, there is always some chance that Cybertruck will flop because it is so unlike anything else. I don't care. I love it so much even if others don't. Other trucks look like copies of the same thing, but Cybertruck looks like it was made by aliens from the future." Of course, Elon is correct here. Many disagree and feel like the Cybertruck will succeed 100%, no questions asked, but he simply mentioned that there is some chance it won't. It may be too different for people to appreciate unless they share his vision of wanting a truck designed by aliens from the future. The evidence for the Cybertruck succeeding, though, is definitely there. In a Car Guru's survey of EV truck buyers, they found that the Cybertruck is set up to be the most popular truck, with 31% saying that they would consider it. 28% said that they would consider the Ford F-150 EV. One thing to note here is that this survey took place in February, and the Ford F-150 Lightning wasn't truly unveiled until May of this year. In any case, we can see that people are interested in the Cybertruck. 31% is a solid number, especially when you aren't just polling Tesla fans. On top of this, orders for the Cybertruck keep flooding in. The crowdsourced Cybertruck reservation tracker is now showing over 1.2 million Cybertrucks ordered since its unveil in November of 2019. Even if half or more cancel their orders, there is huge demand for this truck before it has even been seen on roads. People don't seem to mind the look and are placing orders anyway. Of course, anything can still happen when this truck finally comes, but there should be more exciting features coming to it. When asked about new info or pictures for the Cybertruck, Elon said, quote, "In end, we kept production design almost exactly same as show car. Just some small tweaks here and there to make it slightly better. No door handles. Car recognizes you and opens door. Having all four wheels steer is amazing for nimble handling and tight turns." Right there, he is once again confirming two new features that the Cybertruck will have and how they work. The lack of door handles will work similar to what the Model X does. You press the door handle and the door opens for you entirely on the Model X. With the Cybertruck though, Elon says that the car recognizes you and opens the door, so likely as you approach the car, it will do this automatically without you having to press anything. Then the backup method might be something more like what the Model X has by just pressing or tapping a specific spot on the Cybertruck door. The Roadster prototype has a slide panel that you use to prop the door open, and this could be something that the Cybertruck ends up bringing as well. In any case, those door handles from the prototype are supposedly gone, at least in the current work Tesla and Elon Musk are doing, finishing up the Cybertruck for production at Giga Texas. It's one of those premium features that sounds cool, but also may end up being a hassle for truck buyers wanting to simply open and close doors manually. Additionally, it could add more cost to the Cybertruck, which is already shockingly cheap for what it offers. We'll see what comes of this, but it's something Elon has talked about multiple times now, and something we should see in final production. Next, Elon talked about the Cybertruck's four-wheel steering, again saying at the end there, "Having all four wheels steer is amazing for nimble handling and tight turns." Again, this is a feature similar to crab walk for the GMC Hummer EV, and it will make the Cybertruck capable of much tighter turns, and possibly a feature like crab walk for the right scenarios when needed. These features sound great, but the real test will come with off-roading for the Cybertruck. Rivian has demonstrated their off-roading capabilities. The Ford F-150 Lightning has demonstrated its off-roading capabilities, and that truck already has a reputation. The Hummer EV seems to be focused on off-roading, and the most off-roading we've seen from the Cybertruck is when it was driving around Giga Texas. Off-road, but not much of a tough terrain there. The most we've heard about the Cybertruck's off-roading capabilities came from Tesla, saying, quote, "Raise and lower suspension 4 inches in either direction for easy access to Cybertruck or the Vault, while self-leveling capabilities adapt to any occasion and assist with every job." Then Elon Musk followed that up saying, quote, "We're working on increasing dynamic air suspension travel for better off-roading. Needs to kick butt in Baja." Additionally, when on display in a museum, people notice that the Cybertruck actually has a lower front camera under the bumper, and this could contribute to better visibility for off-roading. It's a feature many trucks already use for off-roading. So we know it's on Tesla's mind and that it will now have four-wheel steering, but that's about as much as we know regarding off-roading for the Cybertruck. The biggest update for the Cybertruck is something I talked about in a recent video, the removal of side mirrors. Both the Tesla Roadster and Cybertruck prototypes were unveiled without side mirrors, and it's part of what makes these designs work the way that they do. Once you tack on the required side mirrors, the design isn't quite as cool. However, it has just been assumed that once the Cybertruck releases, it will have side mirrors. It's made in the US and they are legally required here, even as camera options have been implemented in a couple specific vehicles from other brands. Now, new reports out of Korea are showing a massive $436 million deal between Tesla and Samsung to supply cameras, and they should be for this purpose. Quote, Samsung Electromechanics was known to have won a $435.7 million deal to supply camera modules to the largest US EV maker. The company plans to launch a new EV which gives drivers a rear view through a camera equipped on the side, as the model does not have side mirrors. The EV has more than 8 cameras for self-driving purposes. Those side cameras that we've seen on the Cybertruck since its announcement could be used for self-driving and for the replacement of side mirrors with cameras. This is a feature that many people have wanted for a long time. Side mirrors still have many downsides, and there are better solutions out there with cameras if implemented properly. This is actually something Tesla has been talking with regulators about changing since 2014 at least, and this might be the time that they actually go for it. They just got rid of stocks on the Model S and X and put in the Yoke, which needed NHTSA approval, and it seems very likely now that the Cybertruck will seek NHTSA approval to use side cameras instead of side mirrors. The real question will be where they end up displaying, and my guess is just on the main 17-inch display. Next up, Elon Musk has officially confirmed Tesla's faster charging speeds coming soon. When the Cybertruck was unveiled, Tesla said that it would have 250 plus kilowatt charging capability. V3 superchargers right now top out at 250 kilowatts, so this signaled a possible upgrade coming in the future, and possibly with the Plaid Model S. Here's what he said at the Cybertruck event.
So obviously it'll have access to all the superchargers, be capable of more than 250 kilowatts. We'll reveal the actual number later.
Well, that upgrade didn't come with the Plaid Model S, although it did bring faster and more impressive charging speeds than before. In response to an article talking about the top EVs, Elon said, quote, not bad, although new Model S has more range and faster charging. At the end of it, he left off with, Supercharger network is being upgraded from 250 kilowatts to 300 kilowatts, so that will help too. This is big news because faster charging is always a good thing in electric vehicles and one of the main concerns for buyers on road trips needing to fill up quickly. Tesla's supercharger network is already the most reliable, and soon it should be able to provide even faster peak charging rates once the vehicles support it. Regarding full self-driving in the beta, Elon gave us a couple of updates this week. First, he responded to a video demonstrating the new FSD Beta 9 in action and said, quote, FSD Beta 9 is using the Pure Vision production code for highway driving. Beta 10, hopefully, Beta 11 definitely, will use one stack to rule them all, city streets, highway, and complex parking lots. So Elon is already talking about FSD Beta 11, while Beta 9 has just been put in beta testers' hands. This is normal for technology, but it definitely doesn't instill much confidence that Beta 8.2 came last year, Beta 9 is this year, and the full technology using Pure Vision won't actually fully come until Beta 11. There are a lot of questions as to what Tesla's plans are right now for full self-driving, because they continue to sell this package called full self-driving, which doesn't actually fully self-drive in any way. Eventually it should, and they are working hard on it, but it is taking far longer than Tesla and especially Elon Musk have anticipated. Back in June, Elon said that they would be holding Tesla AI Day in a month or so. There, whenever it eventually happens, we'll hopefully hear what the true plans are for the future of FSD, since 1 million robo-taxis probably isn't on their current agenda. As far as the functionality of the current beta, Elon had previously said that it was mind-blowing. When asked if the data they are collecting is showing a leap in improvements, he said yes. Always good to hear improvements in this regard since it's such an incredibly difficult problem to solve. I just feel that Tesla should rename the package Future Self-Driving or something more reflective of what it truly offers at this point. Next up, Teslas are well known for their efficiency. While their cars often have smaller battery packs than competitors, their EPA estimates are some of the best you can find on electric vehicles. However, the Ford Mustang Mach-E has been proving itself, and it just recently set the Guinness World Record for EV efficiency. It achieved an average of 6.54 miles per kilowatt hour. Overall, they drove the Mach-E 840 miles and stopped twice for 45 minutes of total charging. Quote, "This record is about demonstrating that electric vehicles are now viable for everyone. The Ford Mustang Mach-E's range and efficiency make it an everyday car for tackling unpredictable journey patterns. We did a full day's testing totaling 250 miles and still had 45% battery charge on our return." While this is great and I'm a huge fan of all electric vehicles, it should be noted that in order to achieve this 840-mile record at 6.54 miles per kilowatt hour, they were driving an average speed of only 31 miles per hour. They were using the extended range rear-wheel drive version of this vehicle and driving at optimal speeds to get the most range possible. So while this record is great, it does not reflect a real-world scenario in any fashion. It was a long trip at low speeds and could probably be broken by another electric vehicle at similar speeds. It's great to see, but I'm not sure how much confidence a range test at 31 miles per hour really gives EV skeptics. Next up, Adam Jonas, a popular analyst at Morgan Stanley, has said that he believes Tesla will get into the electric aircraft space, specifically in eVTOL, which stands for Electric Vertical Takeoff and Landing. Quote, "In our view, the chance that Tesla does not ultimately offer products and services to the eVTOL/UAM market is remote. The potential skills transferability and network adjacencies are too strong to ignore." Elon Musk has talked about electric planes, saying that they are possible. Quote, "Yes, but still a bit too limited on range. That will change in coming years as battery energy density improves." However, he isn't on board for flying objects in an urban environment. There, to help with transport and alleviate traffic, he thinks tunnels are the best option, which is why the Boring Company exists. The closest I see Tesla getting to working on electric planes in the near future would be if they truly make the Tesla Roadster that can hover. Quote, "This will actually be able to fly very briefly. I always laughed at flying cars and now making one. Fate loves irony." Other companies like Xpeng have shown off their flying vehicle concepts, but they look a lot more like tiny little helicopters than a vehicle that can fly. If Tesla truly makes this briefly flying Roadster, it wouldn't be solving any electric aircraft issues, and Adam Jonas argues that Tesla has too much overlap of product to not get into the aircraft space. With their advanced motors, batteries, and more, lots could translate into the aviation space for the future of Tesla, but we'll see what happens. Last up today, Rivian has once again delayed first deliveries of their R1T pickup truck. They were supposed to start this month, and now they are delayed until September. When the Rivian finally launches, it will be the first truly compelling electric truck to launch, and it should bring some incredibly impressive specs. The delays this time around appear to be the delays most of the industry is facing, with chip shortages, supply constraints, and more after last year. The Rivian R1T is taking a lot of inspiration from Tesla with a large screen and software approach, and overall this vehicle is very exciting. As I mentioned earlier, it has an intense focus on off-roading and will have a lot to prove as it's the first car Rivian is launching. That's all the latest Tesla news for today, so in the meantime, if you want to check out my full Model 3 review after 3 months, you can check out that video linked over here or in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.